Artificial intelligence is transforming our world faster than we ever imagined. But beyond the headlines and the hype, religious thinkers are asking a shocking question. Why is AI challenging foundations of faith? It is easy to assume AI is just a harmless and logical tool. But the decisions of AI are already stirring life or death dilemmas theologians never predicted. Today, we explore 5 reasons AI could become a serious religious concern and why it matters to you. What you're about to hear isn't just theory. It's a glimpse into how AI is beginning to rewrite what we believe about the human experience, morality, and even the Earth's final days. You will learn how you can ask the right questions, think critically, and take control of the way technology shapes your belief systems. Reason 1. Human identity and the image of the divine. First, AI forces us to wrestle with what it means to be human. Many religious traditions teach that humans are made in the image of the divine, endowed with soul, dignity, transcendence. But when AI begins to think, sing, paint, and even mimic human emotions, does this reshape understandings of the image of God? When an algorithm writes a poem, composes music, or paints a portrait that moves us, where is the boundary between imitation and creativity? Many theologians argue that machines lack relational depth, moral agency, and spiritual longing. Yet researchers are pushing the envelope. In one study of perceptions, certain AI systems were rated as having moral agency comparable to a chimpanzee. Findings like this challenge us to reaffirm what makes humans sacred and irreplaceable. For older generations, faith isn't just a tradition, it's a lifeline woven through every milestone and memory. Many seniors have witnessed the world transform from handwritten letters to instant video calls. For many, Sunday sermons in crowded pews are now live-streamed services on screens. Now, artificial intelligence is stepping into sacred spaces. AI can even offer health advice, companionship, and spiritual counsel. Imagine a grandmother who spent her life turning to prayer in moments of uncertainty, now finding comfort, or perhaps confusion, from a digital assistant reciting scripture. For some, AI's presence feels like a miracle of connection. It bridges distances, offers reminders, provides a sense of community for those who can't leave home. For others, it's unsettling. Can a machine truly understand the depth of grief, the joy of faith, the questions that come with aging? As AI becomes more integrated into daily life, AI technology is starting to shape how people pray, reflect, and connect with their faith. Has it enhanced your spiritual life in any way? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Remember that AI cannot replace the warmth of a hand held in prayer or the wisdom shared across generations. In this digital era, how do we honor the past, embrace the future, and ensure that the heart of faith endures, even as the tools of devotion evolve? Reason 2. Idolatry and divine substitution. AI risks becoming a new digital idol. The glow of screens may appear like starlight in a temple. For many, technology becomes a source of answers, comfort, authority. If AI begins to shape our decisions, beliefs, and moral judgments, then isn't it, in some way, taking on the role of a divine source? Religious traditions have long warned against idolatry. But in the digital age, idolatry is subtle. Have you noticed how easily some people begin treating technology as if it holds divine authority? Religious thinkers have warned that having AI chatbots for spiritual counseling threatens the depth and authenticity of human guidance. Can the divine reason of God be simulated by AI? Reason 3. Moral responsibility and free will. Third, AI challenges our understanding of responsibility and free will. If decisions are made or assisted by algorithms, then who is ultimately responsible? The designer? The user? The system itself? Some philosophers argue that AI systems could meet the criteria for functional free will, a practical kind of autonomy. Think of it like driving with GPS. The system suggests a route, but you're still the one steering. This kind of freedom doesn't mean being untouched by influence. It means having the capacity to choose, act, and decide within constraints, much like humans do. Other pushback, arguing that machines remain fundamentally bound by their programming, incapable of even functional free will. Consider a surgeon using AI during a high-stakes operation. The algorithm recommends a course of action based on vast datasets, but it fails to account for a rare complication, and the patient dies. Who is morally accountable in such situations? The surgeon, for trusting the tool. The developers, for the model's blind spots. Or is blame diffused into a grey zone of shared responsibility? In religious ethics, free will is often a gift of the divine. If AI begins to mediate moral choice, how do we preserve human agency in the moral economy of the future? Reason 4. Apocalyptic anxiety and technological eschatology. Fourth, AI evokes apocalyptic fears. Throughout history, every major technological shift has carried anxiety about the end times. Railroads, atomic bombs, the internet. AI feels different, more cosmic, and more alien. Some imagine a singularity as a point where machines exceed human intelligence. This period is seen as a potential collapse of human control. Religious communities may view these visions through prophetic frameworks, tribulation, judgment, and cosmic renewal. Others see AI as part of the divine unfolding in a trial, a test, and a transformation. Ultimately, technology becomes embedded within our stories of destiny and judgment. Reason 5. The shadow side. Misuse, manipulation, and ethical blind spots. Finally, the shadow looms. AI can amplify both good and evil. Surveillance, deepfakes, autonomous weapons, biased justice algorithms. Each misuse is a moral hazard. Religious ethics insist on dignity, justice, compassion. In medicine, for example, Christian bioethics advocates that technology must serve the human person, not dominate it. The Vatican cautioned that AI carries a shadow of evil and urged strict oversight over its deployment. One particularly alarming trend was discovered in a recent study. Research revealed that half of financial advice emails generated by a popular AI displayed religious bias, either favoring or slanting perspectives based on perceived identity. This matters because bias in spiritual domains can fracture belief, alienate seekers, and distort truth. So, is AI humanity's greatest tool or its greatest temptation? Perhaps it's both. One thing is certain. As AI evolves, religious questions will only grow louder. How will we respond? Here's what you can do. Remember your grounding and engage in spiritual disciplines, practices, and communities that anchor you beyond digital mediums. A recent study from MIT's Media Lab with 54 participants found that those who used ChatGPT showed significantly lower brain activity in regions tied to memory, planning, and attention than those who wrote without AI assistance. The study also showed that people using AI had much poorer recall of what they wrote minutes after writing and reported feeling less ownership of their work. Wisdom begins where blind trust ends. When AI advises or predicts, pause long enough to ask, should I believe this or understand it? Join the conversation. Engage in ethics, policy, theology, or design. Faith voices must be in the room where decisions are made. Use technology. Don't let it use you. Let AI amplify your values, not overwrite your beliefs. Let me know in your answers below. What scares or inspires you about AI and faith? And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the intersection of belief, technology, and ways to stay young at heart. Artificial intelligence is no longer just a tool, it's a mirror. It reflects our deepest beliefs, our fears, and even the questions we've never dared to ask about God. The line between creator and creation is blurring, and as AI grows smarter, our faith may be challenged in ways we never imagined. The real question isn't whether AI will change the world, but it's whether it will change the way we see ourselves, our souls, and the divine. Could AI replace God? Or is it just another tool? One thing is certain. The conversation has only just begun, and how we respond could shape the future of belief itself.